Hi dear pie, it's me, the artist Toy Milk, and today I would like to talk to you about something important, money. More specifically about how much money I made in 2025 and how I did it despite being an unpopular self-employed artist. I will tell you about all my sources of income, the platforms from which I get clients, how I sell my merch, and how much money I earned in total in 2025. In the background you can see the speed paint of my last commission that fits our topic today, and a little later I will definitely tell you how much I got paid for it. Well, if you think that being a self-employed artist means I'm eking out a poor miserable existence, you would be absolutely right. Unfortunately, the income I receive is usually insufficient even to cover rent and groceries, let alone travel, entertainment and medical expenses. Most often I use my modest one-time earnings to either buy gifts for my husband or invest in my creative development, without which it's physically impossible to continue working. So, income. For convenience, I have divided all my income sources into three broad categories. The first category is selling artworks. This category includes selling ready artworks from me, such as adoptables, or creating custom artworks, digital commissions, traditional commissions, and YCHs, your character here. The second category is providing additional content through a paid subscription. Personally, I use Patreon for this purpose, although there are many alternatives, such as Boosty or Ko-fi. And the third category is selling material goods. This category includes selling merch with my arts like keychains, badges, postcards and stickers, selling ready handmade jewelry, and creating custom handmade jewelry. Other authors may also earn money through social media monetization, selling social media ads and teaching. However, I don't have any such income streams. To showcase my full potential in the job market, I maintain 8 social media accounts: YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, Huge Commissions, DeviantArt, Behance, VGN, and aforementioned Patreon. I also have my own small website created using the online builder card. On this website you can find my price list for commission artworks and all the merch I have in stock. My price list with detailed description, work samples and prices allows me to communicate with potential clients more quickly and easily. In 2024 and 2025, most of my customers came to me through the Huge Commissions service or found me through personal connections. Until 2022, I could also find clients on the DeviantArt platform, but due to university and my regular work, my audience activity on this platform dropped significantly. Okay, what kind of arts do I sell to my clients? As mentioned earlier, I sell finished artworks and custom-made artworks. My finished artworks include adoptables, the original characters with unique designs I have created and drawn. For example, this cute bunny, which I drew in January 2024 and was only able to sell in November of the same year, about 10 months later. It's important to understand that drawing adoptables is always a risk. The artist must come up with an original concept and draw a full-rendered, full-body artwork from scratch, spending the same amount of time as a regular full-rendered artwork. But selling this adoptable without a large and loyal audience can be difficult, if not impossible. I sold this bunny for only $2 because no one was buying it at a higher price. I always draw adoptables only out of a strong desire or need to expand my portfolio, so I don't expect a good income in advance. That helps me stay a happy artist. In 2025, I had no desire to invent and draw any original characters, so my income from selling finished artworks was $0. Now let's talk about custom-made artwork services, which also fall under the selling artworks category. In 2025, I created 2 digital arts for 2 different clients upon their request, and also made a custom traditional collage for the third client. I don't have such a format of work as traditional collage on my price list, but I decided to take on this creative venture to help someone in need of professional help and, of course, to earn a little extra money. I received $16 for this adorable traditional collage. The client found me through personal connections. Digital commissions brought me a little more money, but they also took me significantly longer to draw than the collage. My first digital commission for the customer from the Huge Commissions platform earned me $22. My second digital commission for the customer I found through personal connections earned me $40. And you can see the speed paint of this cute commission in the background. I would also like to mention a format called Huge, Your Character Here. This format involves the artist drawing a sketch with an interesting pose or composition, selling the sketch, and after the client pays, drawing the client's character there. Until 2022, this format of work from me was in high demand on DeviantArt and Huge Commissions, but in 2025 I wasn't in the mood for complex compositions, so I didn't do this kind of work, and my income from this activity was exactly $0. To summarize the selling artworks category, I can confidently say that in 2025 demand was for custom-made arts, commissions, but it's just because I personally focused on commission arts, not because the other formats are not in demand in the market. Total income in this category was $78. So the second category is providing additional content for a paid subscription. As mentioned earlier, I use Patreon to receive income in this category. My paid subscribers are usually either people who have been following my creative work for several years or my clients who were satisfied with their commissions. Subscriptions are charged monthly. I'm not a popular artist, so my number of paid subscribers is 1 or 2 per year. But even this modest number makes a significant contribution to my annual budget. In my previous videos, I mentioned that I draw very slowly, so I can't regularly create full render digital arts as additional content. Most often, I provide paid subscribers with early access to my arts and publish step-by-step of my digital arts. Lately, I have been frequently showing my pencil sketches, which I draw for participation in the artist allays. Sometimes I publish small exclusive fan arts and tutorials. I don't create too much additional content, so as not to distract from my main work. I also understand that most of my paid subscribers come to Patreon not for large amounts of additional content, but simply to support their favorite artist. So, in 2025, I earned $30 through Patreon. Thanks to everyone who support me financially. My big hug to every paid subscriber. The final income category in our list is selling material goods. In my case, material products include merch and handmade jewelry. Let me point out again that I'm not a popular artist, so finding online buyers for my physical goods from my own audience is very difficult. In 2025, only one person ordered my products online. So, how do I sell them then? It's very simple. I participate in fairs and festivals as an artist on the artist alley. I'm lucky to live in a fairly large and densely populated city in Kazakhstan, where different events are regularly held. For example, large shopping malls host monthly fairs where artists and other creators display their work, jewelry, clothing, candles, and much more. About 4 times a year, there are anime festivals and art markets with the Artist Alley, where I can also display my merch and handmade items. I only started creating merch in May 2025, but I tried to participate in every event possible. That's how customers found me. I would just stand at my table, meet people, and tell them about my products. In 2025, I participated in 2 anime festivals and 4 fairs in my city and 1 anime festival in the city on the other side of the country. I also participated in 1 anime festival in 2026, but we will not be counting the income from that one because it does not fall within the time frame we have outlined. At those fairs and festivals, I sold handmade jewelry such as necklaces, bracelets, back charms, phone charms, and the merch with my own designs: acrylic keychains, badges, postcards, stickers, metal boxes, and albums for collection cards and postcards. My best-selling items were the acrylic keychains, especially the gacha with Demon Slayer, all sorts of jewelry, and cute secret boxes with random products. Total earnings for 2025 in the category Selling Material Goods were $736. I think that's my biggest success. So, I have tried to cover all my creative work in detail, and now it's time to calculate my total income for 2025. The total amount received from all my sources of income was $844. Do you think that's a lot or a little? Share your opinion in the comments. I could end the video here, but I would like to briefly touch on one important detail: my expenses. I'm sure without clarifying these expenses, your understanding of creative work will not be entirely complete. I'm not talking about my personal expenses here, only about the costs of maintaining my creative work. My total expenses for 2025 were $826. Yes, these expenses include purchasing materials for my merch and jewelry, payment fees, and subscriptions to services needed for work. For me, it's iCloud subscription. It means that revenue exceeds expenses by only $18. That's my net profit for the year. So, what do you think about creative work now? Would you risk becoming a self-employed artist? Share your opinion in the comments. Well, thank you so much for watching. And a special thanks to my dear Patreon subscriber. Without her, my annual budget would definitely be in the red. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on other social media. Bye bye dear pie. Offer me personal connections.